Good morning, church. My name is Jinny. I am, although look like a localized already, the local people, but I'm from Korea. 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다. 저는 혜진입니다. If I don't say Korean, no one knows that I'm Korean, you know. Because I always speak like a Malaysian. Okay lah, ya, bagi saya discount lah. I was a very diligent Christian. My father passed away when I was 6 years old. So my life was very tough. I want to make my mom happy. So I diligently serve God, diligently work for church. I diligently study, so I became a nurse in Korea. But during my mission, like a Sunday, pastor the preaching topic was, young man, give your life. When your life, you're like a fish, which part is the most delicious? Middle part, right? Young man, give your most delicious part in your life. So when I hear that sermon and I decide, God, I want to be a missionary for you. Of course, I don't want to be a full-time missionary, but let me, at least in my life, 2-3 years serve you as a missionary. That is why I came to Malaysia as a missionary and served the Orang Asli for 2 years. At that time, it's a really difficult decision. As I mentioned, my background is a single mother's background. So I really want to make her happy when I became a grown-ups. But when I came here at age of 26, I was in the very good qualification as a nurse. And as a church, I was the leader of the church, so everyone respect me. And I have stable life. But because God's love is bigger than anything, so I came to Malaysia, like Abraham, leave the country, leave the family, leave my fellow society, and I settled in Malaysia. After I met my husband, and literally, I am stay here long term as a missionary or housewife. A lot of things are settled because God promoting me in Malaysia, became a Korean lecturer in one of the local university. So as a lady, university lecturer is something very good position. But God put my husband to call him to go overseas, which is the Miri. At that time, wow, I need to live again. My stable life, I love my local church, New Life Church. I am very good in the university with a good payment. Do I need to give up again and go? But God says so, and my husband says so. So I know any complaint, just say, yes, I will go. Pack and go. So when we settled in Miri, the life was so amazing that after we moved to the Miri, 2 months later, the pandemic started, and everything actually same. Although you are staying in Miri, everything is same like a KL. KL people more stressed because they cannot go out, more strict and more difficult things. So I really thank God for His blessings during the stay in Miri. But one day, I found that I am a cancer patient. I told God, God, it's not enough. I came here as a missionary. I love you. I always pray that I can die for you. I want to save one more for Jesus and want to die for you. I can die anytime for you. My prayer was I can die for you. But God, really, you want me to die? Really? But at that night, I have an assurance that, Jinny, you don't trust me? I bring you here Malaysia to be blessed to be others, and I bring you to the meeting. Cancer, also I will handling. Don't worry anything. So what I did is I immediately sent my prayer request to all my church members, intercessors. Please pray with me. Of course, I'm waiting for the biopsy, more detailed result, but I want you to pray with me that we see the miracle and let us do a testimony over this one. So God's peace come upon me that this world cannot give, Of course, when you feel down, you can watch the Korean drama or listening to some happy music, make you happy, right? But not deep inside, make it happy. But because of the prayer bring me to the peace in my heart, I don't shake anymore after that. No doubt, I know that God has a wonderful plan for me, even though I am battling with the cancer. After go through all the consultant with the doctors, doctor mentioned, oh, Jinny, you have to do chemo first before the operation. So we just follow what doctors advise because we trust that God will send a best doctor for my treatment. So during the chemo, I never expecting what will be happen. So I don't know how to pray. Just I pray, God, let me be strong. Let me be overcome well. So first, after the first chemo, all the side effects coming that nausea, stomach ache, and the body weak, shivering, and make me pierce, Can I overcome this chemo? Can I stable over this season? Doctors say I need to do the 8 rounds of the chemo. Can I? This is the first round, so tough for me. So what I do again is I call on my youth to pray for me. There is some close friend. So the next day, Saturday, our youth members gather together and pray for me. Jinny has a nausea, sore thorax, dry thorax, cannot sleep every 2 hours. She needs to drink water. All those symptoms, I tell them to pray. And they are really desperately pray for me. And next day, all the symptoms gone until the end of the treatment. I don't have any side effects. So I go through the 8 cycle of chemo since October 2021 and surgery. Of course, I got the surgery for the 2 tumor need to reject from the body, but because of the painkiller controller, I don't feel any pain at all, even the recovery season. I can lift my hands without pain. I can move my hand like normal. I work, exercise as normal, but of course, because of treatment, make me very low energy. But praise the Lord, I complete all the treatment without side effect. So I finally, as a long-term Christian, but I believe miracle, divine healing experience of my life. So my mom was a hypertension patient. So 2019, she got a stroke, severe stroke. So actually she is in the nursing home and she cannot move. She lost her speech and she is just lie down on the bed only. Just what our church members praying for her is, thank God, extension her life. But instead a good life, just lie down on the bed. As her daughter is very sad. But whenever church members asking me, how's your mother? I say, oh, she's okay lah, okay lah. That was my faith level. But after I experienced of my miracle healing that God give me to experience, now I'm not scared anything. What humans say, nothing. I'm not think about anything that people say, oh, your mom got stroke, so that is the best condition for her, your mother. Now I command my mom every time whenever I see her, Mom, you will stand up. with your strength. Mommy, God will heal you, and I will see you, and I will talk to you as no matter how we conversation with you. Over the phone, over the video call, I always command for her. That is how God bring me another level of our faith. So I really thank God for the God that let me experience of this season. These photos are during my chemo time. I am a Korean lecturer, so I have all over the Zoom online courses. But God give me a strength to really don't cancel any class during the chemo. So 1 week, 2-3 times a class, I will carry with my older students, even have a Malay student, uncle or young student, and then we do some Zoom, the testimony meeting, and then all the Malay students see me, my hair drop, bruise, gain weight, cheerful, or sometimes energy down, and they see that, wow, Teacher Jinny is so different. I want them to see how the God works in my life. So at the end of the course, this is a 16 weeks course. During my class, I've got the chemo season. They are all graduated the beginner class without any cancellation of the classes. Of course, sometimes my energy down, right? Then God don't want me to say excuse to them. The company excuse me that, oh, this week we have a company events. Can you cancel the class this week? Oh, yes, good. Teacher, I got the personal events. Can you cancel the class this week? Okay, good. God is so good that He bring me all my daily life according to His plan and the powerful daily things. So what I want to today share on this stage is, it's not my own story, you know. Actually, your story is a lot greater than me. But because I am stand here, because God really loves you, to hear my story, to take as your story, to really share His love to others as well. And I think it's okay. What I want to say was just a blank out now, because time is over already. So I just passed to my husband to really complete our whole journey together. Thank you, church. Thank you.
I just want to write on that the reason that I wrote to Pastor Malcolm that we want to share this testimony, because I believe that Pastor Malcolm and the church, even the Alpha group have been praying for us. So it's not our story, it's a Lord's story. It's a Lord's story of what He has done in our life. And I believe that the same God will do the same thing through all of you also, in all of you. Yeah. So you can go and talk to my wife. My wife is very excited to share her testimony even more, but we just want to wrap up here. This is our report as per Easter this year, that after 8 rounds of chemos, after 1 surgery to remove 2 tumors, and also 25 sessions of radiotherapy,